When you're thinking about watching a film or you're thinking about reading a book, you don't read a happy story about happy people where everything works out fine. Within every narrative storytelling form, there is a transformation that takes place. It's all about tension and release. I mean, both what you're doing musically, how you're saying it lyrically, and also just the tension and release of the story. You kind of set it up and watch it unfold and watch characters change throughout the course of the song. I think that every song needs an epiphany. The epiphany can be the narrator of the story realizing something that they didn't previously realize by the end of the song. It can be, the epiphany can be that as you're listening to the narrator talk, they're revealing more and more about the story. And then at the end, it's sort of the epiphany is yours. And you go, oh, that's what was going on. Wow, what a twist. But also there's this, you want to leave enough room for the audience to put themselves into the song, see situations that they've been in, feel feelings that they don't have necessarily access to or words for on a daily basis, but you put it into song, you put music next to it, you put the lyric together, and suddenly people go, I feel understood, I feel seen, I'm this person. The idea of epiphany really crystallized for me, I think, listening to Leonard Cohen's song, Famous Blue Raincoat. The music is pensive and somber, and it's written like it's a letter. It's written like it's dialogue directed toward a couple people. And then you realize at the end, the entirety of the story, which is like a story of brotherly betrayal and lost love and just all of this rich story that he was able to convey almost without the listener knowing, but every lyric furthered the story. A great example of epiphany, even just the feeling of Lithium, which the chorus is just, yeah. You have these like said with piss and vinegar kind of verse lyrics, and then the epiphany to me is just the big release of just screaming, yeah, you understand it. And it's just one word, just all of the just anger and the fuck you and the angst and the sarcasm and just all of it wrapped up into one, through one word. The music is the context. I mean, the music will tell you things about the story that the character is not. So even if the character is saying the same thing and the music is changing, you go, oh, uh-oh, what's going on here? So an epiphany does not have to be lyrical. It can absolutely be musical. It can just be that little moment of aha, this is why the song exists. But I think songs do need epiphanies. Otherwise, I guess you're writing about happy people for whom things are good, who end up happy. And that's garbage. That's not how life is.
My seduction. I can't turn off what turns me on. My seduction.
As a songwriter, learn as many songs as you possibly can. Learn how to play them and sing them and try to figure out what about them makes you love them so much, and then incorporate that into your own work. Learn it all and grab it and use it and go, oh, that's an amazing chord progression. Boop. Fits right here. Look at that. You know, take some of the conventions and riff on them. I mean, just run wild and listen to all kinds of music. There's not a kind of music that I can't find something really compelling or interesting about. Listen to Stevie Wonder's Golden Lady. Listen to how it starts with a progression, this nice little jazz progression. Oh, look, it's a major 7, and then to the 2, it's a minor 7, minor 7. Oh, wait, it continues going up. It takes a convention, a very known progression, and then when you think you know what it is, actually it goes up one more and somehow lands back to 1. We go someplace else for the pre, da 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 da. But guess what? Then we land, and then when we come back for the chorus, we've just gone to the relative minor. Like, wow, this is fascinating. This underpinning and how we go from A to B to C is just thrilling. Take a song that you love and dissect it. Like, let it be a frog in a middle school science classroom. Like, just go, oh. I mean, one of the brilliant things about Nirvana is there are these beautiful melodies. I mean, it's almost like Heart-Shaped Box, for example, you know, da 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 dee 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 da 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 dee 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 dee. In another context, you know, that would be Cole Porter, but it's put with like, I mean, I'm playing it, but so I realize you can't hear. But it's put with these chords that add menace to it. The chords add sorrow, and suddenly what is this beautiful fluid melody is totally gripping and recontextualized. It feels new. It feels new because those things aren't often put together in that same way. I mean, it's like a masterclass, no pun intended. That's like a masterclass in melody right there. And being able to use simple chords, simple progressions for just glorious effect. You don't need theory. Theory just helps to give a language to that which you can already hear. Your ears will be your best guide. I learned some theory in college that I basically filed away for years. And only now am I kind of going back to it and going, oh, the stuff that seemed abstract, like me charting out a Mingus, I understand that now. But it took me 15 years to get to a place where that felt relevant to my work. But again, it's this sort of thing where you just input, and you never know what's going to come out or be the right thing at the right time. But also hit the woodshed now, because at the point where you get successful or the career starts taking off, you're gonna be going. The train is just gonna leave the station, and you just have to be ready for it. And you have to be prepared. You have to know how to sing. You have to know how to do all these things, because once the train gets going, you're not gonna have time to just luxuriate in your bedroom for 12 hours, you know, playing Led Zeppelin. One hot tip would be to train your ear to hear what every instrument in a song is doing. I remember getting this good lesson when I was playing guitar. I was really excited about guitar, but I was like, well, I want to learn how to play bass. But all of a sudden, it took a total recalibration of my ear to hear the bass, because I was used to just, you know, hearing the guitar, hearing the peacock in the song, but I started to really pay attention to the bass, and it kind of changed the way everything. So train your ear to notice what each instrument is doing. Also, Miles Davis said that there are no wrong notes. It's just the note you play after it. Every melody at one point was an improvisation. I mean, everything is improv. You just codify the improvisation. One great thing to do is, say you have a chord progression that you're really into, you're not really sure what to do. Just start improvising melodies over it, over and over and over again. Record everything. I record everything. And then go back later and go, oh, this was cool. A lot of times you go back to certain things and you're like, oh God, this ever saw the light of day. You know, this is terrible. But that's the point. Create, generate, go, 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 go. And the more you have to work with, so just the better off you'll be.